Mini episode 1287 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1287, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for week 5 of the 2020 NFL season, our 17th year of coverage. Last week we were 5-8-2, 2-1 on the Big Three, and 1-0 on the lock, bringing the record to 38-22-3, 9-3, and 2-2 on the season. Here's our picks this week with Detroit and Green Bay on the bye. Tampa Bay minus 3.5 over Chicago. Atlanta minus 1 over Carolina. Las Vegas plus 11 over Kansas City. The LA Rams minus 8.5 over Washington. Houston minus 5.5 over Jacksonville. Buffalo plus 1.5 over Tennessee. Philadelphia plus 7 over Pittsburgh. Baltimore minus 13 over Cincinnati. Miami plus 9 over San Francisco. Denver plus 11 over New England, Cleveland in a pick'em over Indianapolis, and the LA Chargers plus 7.5 over New Orleans. For our Big Three, it's Arizona minus 7.5 over the New York Jets, and Dallas minus 9.5 over the New York Giants. And for our 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 5, it's Seattle minus 7 over Minnesota. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy over managing. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham Jr., A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Kenny Golladay, Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, and Michael Thomas. Tight end, Travis Kelce and George Kittle. Remember, our Thursday NFL game pick and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 12 QBs: Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Teddy Bridgewater, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, and Deshaun Watson. We like 22 running backs: Chris Carson, James Conner, Mike Davis, J.K. Dobbins, Kenyon Drake, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Myles Gaskin, Antonio Gibson, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Kareem Hunt, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacobs, David Johnson, Ronald Jones III, Joshua Kelly, Jerick McKinnon, David Montgomery, James Robinson, Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary, and Jonathan Taylor. We like 18 wide receivers: Keenan Allen, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd, John Brown, DJ Chark, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Michael Gallup, Deontay Johnson, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Lockett, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Devontae Parker, Allen Robinson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Adam Thielen, and Robert Woods. And we like 4 tight ends: Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, and Darren Waller. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.